The pervert tied the female teacher up in the bathroom, then pulled out a large hammer, killed her with a single blow. But after being caught and sent to prison, he threatened the guard to bring him coffee, but the guard completely ignored him, so he pretended to have severe stomach pain. At first, the guard didn't believe him, but when the pervert lay on the ground convulsing, the guard suddenly realized the seriousness. As soon as the guard got close, he was viciously attacked by the pervert, beaten until his body was covered in wounds, and the baton was taken from him, just as the pervert was about to strike again. Luckily, other guards arrived in time and stopped the tragedy, but the pervert had no idea that what he did today would become his lifelong regret, because the guard standing before him was actually his son Soo-hyun. The pervert had been in prison since Soo-hyun was a child. His mother developed mental illness due to resentment. Soo-hyun took on all responsibilities from a young age to treat his mother. He had no choice but to borrow from loan sharks and relied on street vending to survive. One day, thugs came to violently collect the debt, threatening to destroy Soo-hyun's food stall. At that critical moment, Doochie stepped in and saved him. With one punch, he knocked out the thug's front teeth. But Doochie approached Soo-hyun with a purpose: to confirm one thing only, whether he inherited his father's twisted blood. If he had, Doochie would kill him without hesitation, because Soo-hyun's father was the man who murdered Doochie's mother. After learning that Soo-hyun had a kind heart, Doochie chose to walk away. But in prison, the pervert still showed no remorse, even when facing the victim's son. So Doochie decided to make him suffer in revenge. He said, "What if I told Soo-hyun that his father was a murderer?" The pervert finally showed fear and begged Doochie not to tell his son. Then Doochie made a strange request, asking him to apply for a prison transfer. The pervert was confused, but he didn't know that Doochie did all this to protect his son. Yet when the pervert saw Doochie with the guard, he thought the guard ordered Doochie to threaten him. On the day of the transfer, the pervert launched a brutal assault, beating the guard like a madman, then stomped on his ankle and broke it. Not only was he calm, he even smiled wickedly at the guard's screams, unaware that this guard was his biological son. Because Soo-hyun's right leg was broken by his father, he failed to visit his mentally ill mother in time. She wandered out of her room missing her son, fell down the stairs and died on the spot. At the funeral, Doochie and his master stood by, watching Soo-hyun fall apart. The master decided to reveal the truth to the pervert. At first, the pervert didn't believe the guard was his son, until the master showed him a photo of Soo-hyun and his mother. In that moment, his heart was filled with regret and guilt. A few months later in court, the pervert was no longer proud. He knelt before the victims' families and apologized for killing over 20 people, and the man who had taken the blame for him for 20 years finally had his name cleared and was reunited with his family after decades of pain and injustice.